forget about how wrong they were, but not Mackey and Judd.
Write this down.
This is the big leagues, where we own our terrible predictions.
Write that down.
And keep track of each other's batting averages. It's Write That Down.
Write it down. You like writing things down.
With Mackey and Judd.
Yep. This is it. Every Wednesday on both Mackey and Judd and Purple Daily, this is where we admit that we were wrong. Although sometimes we're right, too.
Sometimes we're right, though.
We celebrate being right. But this is our weekly prediction segment. Here's how it works. 3 predictions from everybody each week. They must be quantifiable. We keep track of batting averages and home runs. And listeners, if you guys want to participate, you can open up the Score North app and send us a message through the feedback function. Just send a note to Declan, and we'll get you scheduled out. Speaking of the Score North app, by the way, if you guys want to hang out with Judd and Declan in a suite to watch the Gophers play in Miami of Ohio on September 11th, 11 a.m. kickoff, and maybe sip a couple adult beverages, and also get a pair of Chill Boys or 2, you can do that. You can enter. It's free to enter. You just have to open the Score North app, go to the rewards section, and you can enter to win a chance to hang out. Or I don't know if "win" is the right word. Hanging out with you.
No, but you
losers,
win the chill.
but
You win the Chill Boys.
Yeah, and then
Yes.
you can, and then you
Like Judd and
tolerate
Declan,
being around Judd.
Who
basically.
cares? But the Chill Boys, I'm going to tell you right now, life altering. Yeah, you want the Chill Boys.
Change your life. So yeah, go check that out on the Score North app. Are you guys ready for the accountability session? Should we get right in here?
Let's do this.
And then we'll get to Craig, our guest listener predictor here, on Write That Down. So, Judd Zulgad, not a lot of stuff coming off the board this week, but Judd had one thing that we're going to take off the board here because he's out for the season. He said Alex Kirilloff will play as many or more games at first base as he does in left field.
Yeah.
He did. He played, I think he technically played more games in the outfield overall when you count for right field, but he did play more games at first.
And I don't know if he had appeared in a game at first base for the Twins when I made that prediction because Sano was so bad. I just thought that they would move him eventually, and they did.
Are you angling for a home run here?
No. I'm just saying it was a first guess. I'm very happy.
You're just trying to let
It's
the
not a home
audience
run.
know this prediction was a line shot to the gap.
Yeah, this is it's a double in the box score. Let me put it that way, okay?
I said the Twins will win exactly 94 games, and this last week, mathematically, that became impossible.
At least you didn't say 96 like I did.
Yeah, actually, did you go on the record with that? I don't think you went on the Write That Down record.
I don't think
that.
I did. No, I think I just went on the. I'm going to make a fool of myself in a prediction segment.
Twins have 71 losses, so if they ran the table,
Yeah, don't worry about it. You're right to take it off the board.
90.
Stop doing math.
91, and they
I'll
could
stop.
still win 91
Stop
games if they
doing
run
math.
the table.
You're right to take it off the board.
Oh man, there were a lot of people, man. I saw people in the Twins blogosphere even like a month ago. Oh well, what if they can finish 50 and 8 the rest of the way?
God.
They look pretty good against the Royals. All right, listeners had nothing come off the board. Declan, you said Becky Lynch will make her return to WWE between June 30th and SummerSlam. You beat the buzzer on that. She did come back at SummerSlam, although I feel like they botched the whole thing.
They did botch the entire thing.
You guys.
Absolutely
so
embarrassing by
upset with
WWE.
Vince.
AEW stole the show on Friday. I'm actually shocked you or myself didn't have any CM Punk predictions, but
Yeah.
But yes, they absolutely botched that at SummerSlam. I love Becky. Like Becky Lynch is their stable. Like she is the top dog on their food chain, and they completely botched it.
No need to bury another top performer like that in Bianca, really. And what was the point of Carmella coming out? It's just
I
weird,
don't.
man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Super
the
weird.
whole thing.
You also said John Cena will win the Universal Championship at SummerSlam. Yeah. He did not.
Back to Hollywood for Cena. He just confirmed that, by the way.
Oh, so it was just like a 1 month return to the WWE? Okay.
Yep. He might make an appearance, I guess, they're at MSG in a couple weeks in New York, but he might be there for that. But he basically confirmed on Twitter, hey, thanks for the run. I'm going back. I have other obligations.
Can he act?
No.
Like when I've seen him try to act,
he's
The Rock can act. He's good.
He's not Denzel Washington, but he can act a little bit. You think he's a bad actor, Declan?
I don't think he's a very good actor. No, I think he's pretty bad.
He was really bad in the LeBron James film.
Yeah,
I didn't like him at all.
Trainwreck.
Trainwreck. Yeah, I thought he was awful.
Wasn't he? Was he? There was like a sex scene with him, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Very uncomfortable.
Supposedly,
Very uncomfortable.
supposedly the rumor was it really happened on set. Too.
Yes.
Wait,
well,
really?
It kind of happened. Like
yeah.
that they were both unclothed. Let's say.
The doctor, that's the Doctor Thugonomics. I was very uncomfortable that entire scene.
And then you said the Vikings will find a way to trade Kirk Cousins this offseason.
Yeah, that looks like a bad prediction now, Declan.
Okay. All right.
Somebody Vikings Twitter was just crushing me and Judd yesterday. Somebody brought back
Deshaun.
That we predicted that the Vikings would trade for Deshaun Watson. Like, looks like this didn't age very well. No, it did not.
No, it did
Vikings
not.
Twitter has been crushing us basically since Sunday.
And
the weird thing is, I love it. I really enjoy it.
It's great, but we're just a bunch of fun-loving guys who want championships, okay? That's all we want. I feel like we're misunderstood by Vikings
Very
Twitter
misunderstood.
sometimes.
Very
So, Judd,
misunderstood.
you still lead. Your batting average still over 400, 407 with 5 home runs. Declan, 356 with 2 home runs. I'm at 354, 2 home runs. And listeners at 304 with a league-leading 6 home runs on the season. Judd, we have career stats going back to 2018. The bookkeepers did not keep detailed stats before that. I don't know. They're lost.
You're like
somewhere.
Unofficial stats.
You're like
yeah.
sacks.
You're like sacks, yeah.
Right, exactly.
How in 1976 didn't you keep sacks? You waited until 1982. You couldn't have kept hits.
We're gonna make our weekend guys go back from write that down archives from 2014 and 17, and you have to track each week. You have to track a new write that down session.
Yes, you have to track all the predictions, everything there's still some predictions on the board that we have from 5-6 years ago. We can do another dive into those at some point. We also haven't done a home run edition of Write That Down in months. So
no, we got to do that.
We should do forced home runs next week. So Judd has 175 career hits, 13 career home runs. I have 140 career hits, 12 career home runs. Listeners, 116 career hits and a league-leading 15 career home runs. Declan, 63 hits and 4 home runs. All right, let's get him in here. Guest listener predictor Craig.
Write it down. You like writing things down.
You are a gym teacher. You are physically fit, and you are here to make your presence known, Craig. What's your strategy today?
I'm going to show Mike Zimmer what he should do offensively. We're going to go for an 8-yard hit drill, and then on 2nd and 2, we're going to get deep instead of just handing the ball off to Dalvin Cook.
I love it. We only heard part of that because I think your connection's breaking up a little bit here. So let's start with Judd. We'll go Judd, Declan, me, and then we'll get back to Craig sort of at the end of the line and hope that the connection is better. But Judd, why don't you lead us off this week?
Write it down. You like writing things down.
I'm actually going to take a football prediction and put it in old school, write that down, because I have that many football thoughts this week.
So many football thoughts.
So many. I've been crushing preseason games. I've been mashing quarterback play. Oh, yeah, again last night. All right. Mac Jones will be the Patriots' week 1 starter. Mac Jones will be the Patriots' week 1 starter.
Wow. Yeah, there's some rumblings that Cam hasn't Cam, he's in COVID protocol again. And
yes.
Yeah.
He was also pretty terrible last year. He's been kind of banged up.
Mac Jones is good.
Yeah. All right, Declan.
Write it down. You like writing things down.
I'll get one that's quantifiable in the next week. The Wild will announce a trade between now and next week's Write That Down.
Ooh,
Pure speculation. Nothing informed here. No sources confirmed. No, I don't actually. This is no inciting.
Friends of the show?
No, I have not reached out to the friends of the show. I have not reached out to other more plugged-in people than me. I just have a little hunch, a little reckless speculation, little shot in the arm punch here on a Wednesday on a hump day, and I'm going to say the Wild will announce a trade.
Off the record, who?
Yeah, off the record. What's going to happen?
They're going to trade for a center. They're just going to pull a trigger on this trade. They got to do something. I'm just trying to speak this into existence too. I think that's what I want. I just want a legitimate center. I don't know who it is. I'd love if it was Thomas Hertel, but I don't think it's going to be Thomas Hertel. It's probably more someone like Christian Dvorak. But yes, I think the Wild will announce a trade between now and next week's Write That Down.
All right, there it is.
Write that down.
All right, write this down. The Twins will part ways with at least 2 current major league coaches. I'll just say by December 1st, including Wes Johnson. So I'm saying they'll part ways with at least 2 current major league coaches, including Wes Johnson, by December 1st. Write it down.
All right.
There has to be some sort of scapegoat or scapegoats for a season like this. I don't think Falvey or Levine get let go. I don't think Rocco's going to get let go.
No.
I don't think Rocco's a great manager, but I don't think they're just going to have a quick trigger. So they need a couple changes, and Wes Johnson seems like the obvious choice here, as much as he was lauded a few years ago.
Write that down.
Okay.
All right, Craig, we got you okay here?
Yeah, do you guys hear me now?
Yes, there we
can.
go. Perfect.
All right, my first prediction is actually a Judd prediction, so I'm going to need Judd to take off his headset.
Judd, no cheating here.
Okay,
Let's
wait.
make
Take
sure.
him off. Take him off. Go away.
Okay.
All right,
Back up.
write that down. On September 8th or September 15th, Judd will make a check down Vikings prediction. And I'll let Mackey and Declan, you guys can say if it's a check down or not, but something like Cook's going to run for like 70 yards.
I love it, dude. I love it. And by the way, I think this prediction is a check down as well, because it's so obvious that he's going to make a check down prediction. But yes.
I was listening to the Write That Down from like 2 weeks ago when he said Sano would hit 5 home
Yes.
Yeah, dude, he's already
Thank
at
you.
4. He already has 4.
Thank you.
with 50
ridiculous.
games left.
Yeah.
Can
Ridiculous.
I come back?
Yes, you can
Yeah,
come
you can
back.
come back. You can come back. Let's
All
go.
To be honest, his
I couldn't hear a thing.
never mind. I can't even because it's going to spoil. I'll hold it. I'll hold it.
I love it.
I saw great laughter, but I have no idea. So
Okay.
All right. That's the way
Heard that
we.
before.
that's
what
way
is it?
should be.
20 Surleys in the next 5 days?
Wow, how did you guess exactly
Yeah.
the prediction? No, this one
Ding.
actually has nothing to do with Surly's.
Write it down. You like writing things down.
All right, Judd, back to you. Your second prediction.
All right. The New York Mets, the Metropolitans, will fire manager Luis Rojas either during this season or after it. The Mets, who have gone in the tank, will fire their manager. I have a prediction that Aaron Boone would be fired. That's not going to
Not
happen,
anymore.
so I'm going to try and offset it with the Mets firing their manager.
What is can we just put like a by the beginning of next season then
Yes,
for a
yes,
deadline?
yes,
'Cause-
yes.
Okay.
He can't be the manager next season.
Okay, that works.
Okay.
Write it down. You like writing things down.
All right, Declan.
I have a Twins prediction here. Little tag team parlay, if you will. Josh Donaldson and Miguel Sano will not be on the Twins roster in 2022.
Wow.
I'm going to say they will both be parted ways. I don't know how they're going to
If-
part their ways, and that's why I'm just leaving it off that they will not be on the Twins 2022 roster. But I'm going to package them together as a little home run swing there, that both of them will not be on the roster in 2022.
So if you're right on that prediction, isn't this a full rebuild now? Like it's already kind of
yeah.
a rebuild because they traded Barrios, but like it would be a full. I mean, they'd be trading away established players for presumably prospects, right? I don't know a scenario in which you would trade. I mean, certainly if Donaldson gets traded, it's for prospects or just to offload the cash.
Yeah, it's to offload the cash.
It's the latter, yeah.
But I mean,
So-
he can't. He's broken down, and Miguel, God bless him, just is not that good. And don't tell me that. Oh, look at how
What
he's
do you mean,
playing
dude?
lately.
He's been super hot the last month.
Yeah,
He's
with
basically
no
Harmon
pressure.
Killebrew.
Most predictable thing in the world. Zero pressure.
I don't know. He's got pressure to stay in the big leagues. Isn't that
pressure to
pressure
hit
enough?
One more home run over the next 40 games. Must be really tough for him to do that one, too.
I need to get that home run soon.
Really
Start
excited
feeling
for
better
the
about
for the
myself. Second off the board.
TwinsDaily.com retort of Judd Zulgad's
Write this
Miguel
down.
Sano slander. Be very exciting. All right, is it my turn now?
Yes, sir. Your turn.
Okay. All right, hey, I've got Gopher Football fever here. We're like, what, 9 or 10 days away from the
Yeah,
opener, Ohio State. So I think I have a prediction at some point in the offseason in Purple Daily that the Gophers will win this game. I'm going to hedge a little here on this version. I'm going to say the Gophers cover the spread. So the Gophers will cover, and by the way, Dex, the line I was looking at this morning is 13.5. Ohio State's a 13.5 favor. So I'm gonna get in on 13.5 right now if you want to put that in the notes in case
Okay.
that spread changes
You got it.
dramatically.
Write this down.
All right, back to Craig. Your second prediction, sir.
My second prediction is going to be a touchdown. It's going to be a shot to the end zone, and I'm going to say it's a 3-part parlay.
Ooh.
Dalvin Cook is going to rush for at least 2,000 yards.
Woo. Whoa.
Justin
Okay,
Jeff-
this is a touchdown
alone.
without the
That-
parlay,
yeah.
by the way. So
That
Justin
alone.
Jefferson is going to have at least 1,800 reception yards.
whoa, dude.
And a team that is not in the playoffs after week 17 will be in the playoffs and win a game in the NFL.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
Okay, hold on. So that last one. So clarify that one for me.
So the usual season would end after week 17. And
I got
I'm saying a team who wouldn't have made the playoffs usually will now make it because of the extra week. And then that team will go on to win a game.
Okay. So this would be terrible for you if the first two of those things came to fruition, which, by the way, if that happens, the Vikings are going undefeated, and that would be amazing. But then if the third one whiffs, we have to give you the buzzer on this. But we will acknowledge the greatness that is any part of this parlay. Just
Zimmer
so you know.
said he wanted to throw the deep ball, so we're throwing the deep ball.
I love it, dude.
That's not just the deep ball, dude. That's
this is
Michael Vick in that commercial from the 90s in the Coliseum where he throws the ball. I mean, that's 3 predictions right there. Like, that's 3. Write that down.
This is great. Woo. All right, back to Judd. We'll take a final trip around the room here.
Final, write that down prediction. Anthony Edwards will get at least 1 MVP vote for the 2021-22 NBA season.
Dude.
Ant will get at least 1 MVP vote.
I saw a video yesterday. I was binging YouTube last night. I talked to you guys on the Royce Unchained about watching 35 minutes of Brock Lesnar with the bearded butchers just chopping up a pig. Basically just silently chopping up a pig. It was very uncomfortable. But then I also stumbled upon, I think it was like the Hoops Nerd or something. It was a YouTube channel I've never heard of, but this guy just does like full season breakdowns. Did like a 20-minute breakdown of the Timberwolves and had all of these amazing things to say about Anthony Edwards. So he covers the Jazz, and he was like, no, you guys don't realize. This team beat the crap out of the Jazz twice down the stretch, and this team is going to be legit in 2021-22. So, Judd, welcome to Wolves Kool-Aidville with me.
I was going to say, you are an LOB, baby.
All right, Declan, your final prediction.
Yeah, an AEW prediction from me.
Yes.
Bray Wyatt will sign with AEW. Between now,
it's being reported that that's going to happen, just so everyone knows. But yes,
between now and the end of the year, too, I'll quantify it as in 2021. But Bray Wyatt will sign with AEW. Okay. Another botch job from WWE. That is AEW's gain.
Sounds like they're about to get Ric Flair. Hopefully not to wrestle because he's like 70. Yeah.
Write this down.
All right, my final prediction here. Jameis Winston, write this down. Jameis Winston. I'm overreacting to his last preseason game almost certainly here, but I'm going to go with it. Jameis Winston will lead the NFL in passing yards this season. He might throw 20 picks. They might win 5 games, which might actually help my cause here.
Right.
But I'm going to say he leads the NFL in passing yards. They're going to cut it loose. Sean Payton probably loves that big arm. So I'm drinking some Jameis Winston Kool-Aid too. All right, Craig, your third and final prediction.
The Minnesota Gophers will win the Big Ten West this season.
Ooh.
You really came driving the ball downfield.
This.
I didn't hear the first one because it's about me, but you really came in.
Let me open up the ESPN.com College Football Power Index. I just want to see which Big Ten West team. So they got the Badgers 15th. All right, that's doable. They got the Gophers 41st among all teams, and they got the Badgers as the best team in the West, and they're only 15th.
Where's Northwestern?
Northwestern is 33rd.
Okay.
Trying to find. So Iowa's 24th. So they've got, but the fact that the best team is only 15th in Wisconsin, then I could see I could see it. Listen, I feel like everyone's sleeping on the Gophs, man. Craig, I feel like everyone has sort of just written them off after last year.
Yeah, I think the defense last year wasn't great, and then not always having fans in the games, and with COVID it being a weird year. But I like Tanner Morgan. I think he has a bounce back year.
So, Craig, since you have this gigantic, life-changing platform right now on Mackey and Judd, is there anyone in your life you'd like to thank that got you here?
I got to thank my girlfriend, just like everyone else who comes on this show, for putting up with me and
listening to
yelling at the Vikings, yelling at Jake Cave and why he's still playing. And also my dad. My dad was a Vikings fan growing up, and then he went and is now a Patriots fan, so he switched sides. But I'm seeing this through, and hopefully we win a Super Bowl before I die.
Your dad, hold on a second. So your dad adopted the Patriots and gave up on the Vikings?
It's genius,
Yeah, he was
really.
a big Fran Tarkenton guy, and I guess Christian Ponder just didn't cut it for him.
Oh, well, okay.
All right. Yeah, Tommy Brady. Yeah, I can see that.
How many times, Craig, in your life have you ranted or vented to your girlfriend about Jake Cave specifically?
At least 5 times this season.
Yeah.
At least.
It's justified.
Well,
Like,
he did have
you're
2
right.
hits. He did have 2 hits, and he hit a line drive to end the game last night. So maybe he's on to something.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Thanks, Phil.
All right, that's Craig, guest listener predictor. Great work, dude. We're excited to follow your deep shots down the field here. We'll see what happens.
Thanks, guys.
See ya.
All right. By the way, those predictions by Craig, those home run shots, powered by Dennis Kirk and DennisKirk.com. You want to talk about power, all right? Dennis Kirk, Harleys, Metric Cruisers, sport bikes, whatever you ride, you can find what you need at DennisKirk.com. 160,000 parts and accessories in stock. Order by 8 p.m. They ship the same day, and shipping is free for orders over $89. Plus, they support us. So if you guys could support them, then you're supporting us, and everybody wins. DennisKirk.com. When the open road calls, head to DennisKirk.com. That was great, dude. That guy made some great predictions.
Huge predictions.
I love it, man.
His 3-1 could have been just 3. Like, he could have come on the show and made those 3 predictions, and they all hold up as being impressive.
If Dalvin Cook runs for 2,000,
I mean, 2,000
and
yards?
Justin Jefferson goes for 1,800 yards receiving, how does the Viking season end?
That means that Mike Zimmer resigned or is not coaching the team at all.
Really? Because I think it means Mike Zimmer had an awakening.
No, the Dalvin Cook thing is viable, but the receiving yardage for Jefferson's would be incredible.
I think it would mean that Adam Thielen got hurt, and it was like Justin Jefferson, KJ, and Justin Jefferson was like 2003 Randy Moss, like post Chris Carter Randy Moss, where he's just getting all of the targets.
Yeah, it would be
or like DeAndre Hopkins in Houston, before Will Fuller got there. It's like, all right, we're gonna throw you 175 passes, and no one else is gonna get the ball.
Week 1, Zim traded straight up for Sean McVay. McVay comes here, opens it up, and Justin Jefferson has a huge year, and Kirk's happy. How's that?
That's what happened.
It's a good segue because tomorrow's show, you're already getting us primed for Reckless Speculation Thursday here on Mackey and Judd. Daily Minnesota sports entertainment. Please, if you're watching on the Score North YouTube channel, click the subscribe button and go tell 5 masochistic Minnesota sports friends that Mackey and Judd exist.